She's a lot more than just the cleverest witch of her age. I'm Ashley with WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Emma Watson performances. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at this actress's most compelling performances, regardless of the overall quality of the movie. Number 10, Ela, Noah. Based on the biblical story of Noah's Ark, Darren Aronofsky's Noah took a liberal attitude towards its source material, filling in missing details and stretching out the tale. Watson's character, Shem's wife Ela, isn't actually named in Genesis, let alone described, but perhaps that made it easier for her to flesh out the character.
He should have a family. I can't give any of that to him.
With a comprehensive character arc, Watson got to play a lot of emotional beats, all of which she hit expertly. The demanding story and the multi-layered character allow Watson to show off her wide range of acting skills and talents.
You're not sick. But that's impossible.
Whether you like this movie or not, there's no question that Watson's performance is a highlight.
No, Shem!
Number 9, Lenna Colonia. While critics called this historical thriller routine and sentimental, it was despite, and not because of, Watson's stellar performance.
Please fasten your seatbelts, fold away your tray tables, and bring your seats into an upright position. We'll be landing shortly.
Set in 1973 Chile, during the Chilean military coup, it follows Watson's character Lenna as she infiltrates the real-life Colonia Dignidad cult to rescue her boyfriend Daniel. Her determination and emotional intensity as she tries to find Daniel and escape is captivating, in spite of the movie's shortcomings.
Meet me at the potato shed tonight.
Has become our home, so it's with pride I say.
I have night shift.
As Lenna delves deeper and deeper into the cult's inner workings, Watson's compelling portrayal pulls audiences down the rabbit hole with her, fully immersing us in the story.
If I hadn't made her come, she'd still be alive.
It wasn't your fault.
No?
Number 8, Emma Watson. This is the end.
Why do you think I'm gonna rape somebody?
I'm just trying to lay it out there.
I'm not gonna rape anyone, all right? If anyone's gonna rape somebody, it's Jane.
We present to you Emma Watson as Emma Watson. Watson tends to gravitate towards more dramatic roles, but with This Is the End, she got to add comedy to her repertoire.
Emma!
Oh my god, you guys are alive!
During The Rapture, Watson is one of the left behind alongside Seth Rogen, Jay Baruchel, James Franco, and other Team Apatow actors. Although she only appears in one short scene, it is hands down the best scene in the whole movie.
I'm not around!
Hermione hangs up her wand for an axe and, after misunderstanding a very weird conversation about her, beats the ever-loving crap out of everyone and pilfers their resources.
Just stay here with us. It's a lot safer than out there.
Number 7, Princess P, The Tale of Despereaux. In this animated adventure film, Watson lends her voice to the kind but lonely Princess P. It marks her first and only voice performance to date in an animated movie.
Have you come to tell me how the story ends?
Voice acting can be challenging because actors have a significantly reduced toolbox to sell their roles. And even the best actors can be mismatched with characters who don't really fit their voices.
Will you promise me that? Will you promise to finish your story and tell me how it ends?
But Watson fits Princess P perfectly and convincingly befriends Despereaux on his journey to save the kingdom. Based on this voice performance, we can't wait to hear more from Watson.
Thank you, my good gentleman.
Number 6, Pauline Fossil, Ballet Shoes.
I don't want to tap dance either. But I think I'd like to act.
This one gets a little meta, as Watson is a child actor playing a child actor. As Pauline in Ballet Shoes, Watson plays a young orphan who goes to a performing arts school alongside her adoptive sisters and competes with her classmates for roles in plays.
And when she drinks against her lips, I bob. And on her withered dewlaps pours the ale.
Pauline quickly becomes the standout in the class and eventually goes on to become a big star of the stage and screen. Watson aces this role, maybe in part because she can relate to Pauline's rise to stardom, as well as the same pressures and pitfalls.
Tomorrow night, my face is going to be blown up as big as a house. Everyone's going to find me out.
Number 5, Lucy, My Week with Marilyn. Watson usually plays the protagonist in her films, but in My Week with Marilyn, she's second fiddle to Michelle Williams as Marilyn Monroe.
Do you think Marilyn's beautiful?
Not compared to you.
Watson has just a few short scenes in this story of a tryst between Marilyn and Colin, an employee on one of her films. But in those scenes, Watson manages to be both fierce yet sympathetic after being slighted by Colin when he meets the girl with the horizontal walk, Marilyn Monroe.
And we have fun.
And now it's time to set your sights a little higher. Well, good luck.
We know the story is about Colin and Marilyn, but Watson's portrayal will have you on Lucy's side.
Wait a while, crocodile.
Number 4, Nickiemoore, The Bling Ring. This was one of Watson's first major gigs after Harry Potter, and it was a sharp turn from her usual roles.
Hi, I'm Nikki. This is Sam. Hi.
Admittedly, it was more than a little jarring to see Watson go from the intellectual Hermione Granger to the ditzy and devious Nickiemoore. The characters are pretty much polar opposites, but Watson pulls off the drastic 180 spin effortlessly.
Come on, let's go to Paris's. I want to rob.
As Nikki, she participates in a crime ring, robbing celebrity homes. Hermione would not approve. It can be hard for child actors to distance themselves from roles that made them famous, but with this one, Watson ensured she'd never be typecast.
Sam. Yeah? Look what I found.
Number 3, Sam, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. It was Watson's first leading role after Harry Potter, and she totally killed it.
Charlie, I'm not a bulimic. I'm a bulimist.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
She sported an American accent for the first time in a major motion picture, and though there are a handful of spots where you can hear her real accent slipping through, it mostly holds up. As Sam, Watson delivers a moving and inspiring performance that captures the essence of the character in the original novel, while also making the role her own.
Are you okay?
Yeah. But I got my SAT results back. Oops.
From Sam's fun and adventurous side, to her profound and broken inner self, Watson hits each emotional beat with sincerity. She had audiences laughing with her, crying with her, and cheering for her too.
You saved my brother. That's what you did.
Number 2, Belle, Beauty and the Beast. This role involved more than just great acting. We got to see Watson sing and dance too.
There goes the baker with his tray, like always. The same old bread and rolls to sell.
People seem to be divided on Watson's singing performance, but in her defense, it was her first musical outing, and she was matched up against some musical theatre giants. Regardless, she completely embodied the role of the bibliophile Belle, and we'd argue she was born to be a Disney princess.
Wonderful.
The iconic dance scene between Belle and Beast is everything we'd hoped it would be. We can only imagine how hard it must be to act alongside a dude in a bulky live motion capture suit.
Hey, as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast.
Before we unveil our top pick, here's some honorable mentions.
Mario or Sonic?
Early Sonic, late Mario.
Who's gonna believe you, Bruce? Especially when I tell everyone what you did in the cemetery.
Number 1, Hermione Granger, the Harry Potter series.
Going to take someone's eye out. Besides, you're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Emma Watson was the perfect Hermione Granger. And part of what makes this role so great is that throughout the franchise, we not only got to see Hermione grow as a character, we also got to see Emma Watson grow as an actor from childhood to adulthood. One of her best performances in the franchise is in Prisoner of Azkaban, where her portrayal of Hermione was much more nuanced while keeping the secret of the Time Turner.
Malfoy, you okay? Let's go! Quick! Let's go! Run! Not a word to anyone, understood?
That felt good.
And then there's her intensity in Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. In particular, the scene where she obliviates her parents is heartbreaking. No one could have played the plucky, brave know-it-all quite like her. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.